Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I'm your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Leo in October 2019. Hello, Leo. How's it going? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, Leo. We are in the twilight of my vacation, spending time with my sister, who lives a few states over from me. You will be the last reading that I do while I'm on vacation, technically. So, yeah, it's bittersweet. I don't want to go home. Because, you know, work and responsibilities, live back at home, and I'm just not a fan of full-time work. Anyway, all right, guys, I've shuffled off camera. That's your main spread there. I will shuffle now on camera for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. Timestamp will be in the description box below if you want to jump ahead. Also down in the description box is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you have questions before you place an order, feel free to email me at the exact same address. And of course, guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on the video if it resonates with you. It keeps everything afloat here on YouTube, and of course, it kind of gives a little bit of good karma out into the universe. All right, guys, let's get into it. I want to see Leo's outcome for October 2019, please. Please show me Leo's outcome for October 2019. Please show me. Okay, there it goes. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. And I think I'm in frame. I feel confident it's in frame. Well, that's out of... There we go. All right, guys, let's flip what came face down for you. Ooh, Leo, what's going on? What's going on? I guess we'll find out and see. Please show me where Leo is in October 2019. Please show me Leo in October 2019. Please show me. Okay, thank you. We got it. Wow, this is so interesting. And I apologize for the lighting if you guys can't see it too well. It's dusk, so trying to catch the last bit of daylight. But coming in to your reading, Leo, you come in with the Four of Swords. Now, the reason this is interesting is because you're the fifth sign, and I've obviously done all of the four signs before you, and there's like an overlapping of energy. This was Cancer's starting card, but it was in a different position in their reading, so you might have an overlap with them, but that's just, you know, guesswork at best, or, you know, a high... not even high, but like a slim possibility. So it's something about all my readings are connecting, and it's kind of interesting to me. Anyway, that has nothing to do with you. What this is for you, Leo, is like a definite pause, a definite rest in your life right now. You're definitely reserving your energy, pulling back from a situation, taking time out, maybe literally on vacation. And it feels really protective, you know. It feels like you have to do this work in order for something to come about, or to distract yourself, maybe. This feels like a smoldering energy, because I feel there is a desire for things to move, but they can't move. So what do you do instead? You distract yourself, you take a break, you take a vacation, you pick up a hobby, or you reintroduce yourself to a hobby. You know, this is additionally for you, Leo, a time to really not get to the bottom of something, but really like take notes, reflect, yeah? Consider where you've come from thus far and where you're actually trying to go moving forward. Could call that a reevaluation period. But it feels like very passive. It's not something that you've elected to do. It's kind of like what you've had to do. It's like, what do you call that? Obligatory. Like, you must do this because the situation at hand or the people that you're dealing with are not, the situation and or the people that are surrounding you are not necessarily connecting, or you're not connecting with them, or whatever it is. So yeah, you have to like keep yourself busy. You have to keep yourself occupied. There you go. Keep yourself occupied with something. Being that it's the Four of Swords, it's very restful. So again, unplugging from your regular life, taking a time out, taking a break, taking a vacation, getting involved in a hobby. Some of you, it could just be actual resting with the coffin, right? Actually spending more time asleep or relaxing. Oh, okay. They show me like a line straight through the middle here. So that means there's a division. That means, oh, you're very similar to someone else, or something is reflective, because you have two coffins in the center here, and you've got multiple people here, and you've got two experience. Okay, thank you. So that's you. I'm gonna say for now, I think you're mostly on the top line, Leo, and someone else is on the bottom. Yep. Thank you. They were like, yep. So you, Leo, are kind of reserving yourself, reserving your energy, maybe biding your time, you know, again, really just on a timeout that you're not necessarily, that you haven't necessarily elected to take, but circumstantially, this is what you must do. Now, or yeah, no, well, I think actually we're going to go talk about the other person. Yes, thank you. So this other person, right beneath you in the foundation of your starting position, Hermit card, has been coming up for September and October readings very consistently. Virgo energy, so some of you might be dealing with a Virgo, but you don't have to be. Someone else, it really, I mean, it could be you, Leo, still, or you could, you know, you could flip it. This could be you, and the person you're dealing with could have been in the Four of Swords. You know your story better than I do, so plug yourself in where you need to be plugged in. But whoever the Hermit is, this person, wow, they're I don't want to say they're depressed like they're clinically depressed, but they're depressed in the sense of like they're showing me like this pressing down motion. So if it's like they're being oppressed. This person has been smushed down into a certain position, feeling, like someone is squeezed. Okay, sure, squeezed. And their reaction to being squeezed under pressure or feeling depressed is to isolate themselves, or to welcome isolation. What do I mean by that? Either isolate themselves, like, you know, really like reject people's phone calls, reject people's messages, you know, just go completely, you know, off the grid, sort of. Or reject, so you might see this person, or they might, you know, be out in the world, going to work, going shopping, running errands, things like that. But when they walk or they run into people they know, oh, hey, Hermit person, do you want to come out and celebrate so-and-so's birthday, or you want to go do this? They're just like rejecting all offers of social engagement. This person is like really in the midst of something uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. There's a lot going on with them. And I don't think it has anything to do with you. Or if it does, you're like in the peripheral, Leo. You're really like not the focal point of whatever this person is going through. Whatever this person is going through with that lantern there inside the coffin, they're the only ones that know it. So it's very personal to them. It's very only they can shed light on what is going on. And some might not know what's going on. Like, this feels like a heavy emotional and mental disturbance or confusion. Feels heavily like this person can't make heads or tails of what they're experiencing, and so their only act is to hide away. And you, with your Four of Swords right above them, are doing almost the same thing, but in a much more minor or reduced way. Because, Leo, I don't think that you're hiding away from people. I don't think that you're depressed. I think that you're just like, I'll just take a break, or I'm not going to exude much energy or get myself overly invested or overly excited about anything. And you're just kind of like, meh, just there, just here, just there, just doing whatever, doing the basics. This person, even less than that, or even more removed from society, or removed from social engagements and things like that. Now, to continue just a little bit with this Hermit card energy, whoever they are, somewhere in the back of their mind or somewhere in their consciousness, they're toying with the idea of why they're going through this. According to the traditional tarot reading or interpretation of what this card is, they're going through it because of a spiritual upheaval and a spiritual evolution. You know, the Hermit analyzes deep, dark spaces in our internal world, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever, and goes and digs through the garbage of our lives. Things, secrets that we hold, memories that we hold, experiences that are recent, but we don't really know what they mean in the totality of our life, and like really does like some heavy lifting and like some thorough investigation of everything that's going on, that's affecting us. Tries to find patterns of behavior and understand the root of why these patterns persist. That is what the Hermit does. But that person, whoever they are, they may or may not be aware of that. Some are aware and they're working through it as best they can. Others are becoming aware, like slowly it's coming about. Slowly it's starting to make sense to them why they're experiencing this. What are the patterns that are emerging in their lives? What does it mean, etc., etc. Others are very unaware, and they're going to be in this for a long time until they become aware, because, you know, I feel that the Hermit has a job to do. It's a major arcana, so it's definitely influenced by the powers that be, quote unquote, right? Eventually this person will come out of this, but for now all I can get is that they are squeezed, they are confined, they are depressed, suppressed, oppressed, and they don't know what to do to change their situation at all. That one, this one. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so they're pointing out the orientation here. So this Hermit is facing to the left. My left, right? Yes, we'll go there because that's what, yeah, we'll go there. So what the Hermit is facing is this Three of Cups energy. Third party situation? Sure, for some. I don't know that you're involved in it directly, Leo. You may or may not be a part of the third party situation. I can't tell. If you are, you already know it. If you're not, surprise. But I don't think you would be shocked to hear about this. So if this set is news to you, you're probably not involved in it, and it's really just involving the Hermit person and two other people. If you're aware, it's between you, it's between you, the Hermit, and some other person who has yet to make an appearance. I'm not sure if they're here. But that's for, just a fraction of you. Not all of you are in that situation. And again, just to clarify, I don't normally say third-party situation on my channel. When I do give you the clarification. I do give you the caveat that it does not always mean cheating. It does not always mean an extramarital affair. It does not always mean someone steps outside of a marriage or a commitment. Sometimes that is the case. Other times it's just about two people in a connection where the third party is a meddling in-law or a nosy neighbor or just someone, one of the two in the pair has their attention elsewhere. They work too much. They drink too much. They are spending too much time down at the casino, whatever. There's some extra energy that pulls the two apart or drives a wedge between the two. That's what a third party is to me. So if you know you're in a third party and it's a romantic entanglement or a sexual entanglement, you know that. But if there isn't a cheating scenario involved, there are other ways that you can interpret third party situation. Regardless, this hermit person faces that energy. Whether you are a part of the third party or not, whether you are aware of the third party, but I think most Leos, if you know that you are, you know. It's like, I don't think you're surprised to hear me say third party situation and the prospect of this person's energy or their focus, their conscious awareness is really focused on this. Now, the other part of the Three of Cups that I think is more important, regardless of whether we're talking about a third party situation, is the Three of Cups talks about celebrations, talks about reasons to be joyful, reasons to be happy and effusive with friends and families and your partners and all that kind of stuff, yeah? Has all the trappings of happiness and celebration and good times. But this person, in the midst of what is supposed to be a good time, whether that's an actual party, a reunion, whatever, a festival maybe, something like that, even when this person is out and about and enjoying themselves, or they're meant to enjoy themselves socially, inside they have this and this. This person in a crowded room, surrounded by friends and family, with sitting there next to their partner, sitting next to you, Leo, maybe in some cases, inside. They're like so secluded and lonely. And they don't know why. And if they do know why, they're not sharing that information with anybody. Maybe not even themselves. Maybe they are trying to avoid acknowledging it. But I think on some level they do know. On some level they're very aware. But they don't... You know how you can be aware of something, but then you just don't face it? Or you don't want to sort of give it life? You know, like you're very... It's like gnawing in the back of your head. It's like, you know, this annoying little... It's like tapping at you. And it's trying to... you know, be like, acknowledge me, and you just like push it away. That's kind of what this person is doing. Now, again, I said the Hermit is after patterns of behavior, things that historically repeat themselves in our lives that often end up with us feeling emotionally distraught or somehow separate or somehow like in a disassociation or dissonance in a situation, right? However you want to describe it. That person has the potential to connect these dots. Will they? Are they? I can't really tell. This feels like just what they consciously deal with day in, day out. And it feels like this has been going on for a while. Weeks, months, maybe even years in some of your cases. Or some cases with this person. They are aware, but they don't acknowledge. And the Hermit is not aggressively active. Can be very passive energy a lot of the times with the Hermit. Passively doing work or indirectly going on this spiritual journey, right? And that's really interesting because, again, aside from the third party situation, or even in that third party situation, it feels like everybody involved in this energy is having a good time. Everybody involved in this energy, whether that's partying, reunions, you know, not signing contracts, but making business partnerships, making creative partnerships, like an artist enclave or something like that. Whatever. Everybody here is supposed to be happy. Everybody here seems to be enjoying themselves, or at least that's what we would suspect. But this character is not. They have the Four of Cups behind them. So on their own, behind closed doors, when they lay down in bed at night, but just before they go to sleep, this is what they know. This is what really is happening. Four of Cups. God damn. I don't mean to laugh. But this person is like very sad. All the time. All the time. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the lighting, but down at the floor there's like this bejeweled or this locket heart kind of thing in that small puddle. So their heart is drowning in something, in sorrow. And the Four of Cups is not traditionally about loss, but there could be something here about this person losing something or losing another person in some form or fashion, whether that be, you know, not a breakup, but like a separation, you know, feeling distant. It's coming through so many ways, like loss, sure. For some, mortal loss, losing someone through death, losing someone because of a breakup or some type of separation, some type of falling out, losing someone or losing out on a relationship because people have moved away, people have transferred to different companies, whatever it is. This person, again, Four of Cups is not about loss, but this person is reflecting on some type of loss. And it's very significant to them, and it's really hit them hard, and it's really messed up a lot of their demeanor, a lot of what they are allowing themselves to experience. It's really colored their world in grayscale, in monochrome, yeah? Look how vibrant the Three of Cups is, which is their waking world, or not their conscious world, but their outward life. It's very colorful. They might be surrounded by people that are incredibly happy and very, you know, vibrant and just engaged in life, but their internal world is so gray and so blue. It's very toned down. It's very, this is called what? Cool colors or muted colors, right? Something like that. Night and day. And if this person is pretending, or at least going along with the vibe of the Three of Cups, being celebratory, putting on a brave face, smiling in photos, you know, doing whatever, and then on the inside they feel like this, oh man, that's a very sad game to play, because it's inauthentic and it hurts them, because again, the heart is drowning in that pool of water, or not even a pool, like a little puddle of water. So this person really puts themselves at a loss, because it's false. It's inauthentic what they're doing. And the pressure builds as each moment passes, where they behave in a way that is the antithesis of what they feel on the inside. That pressure builds. And they're really doing themselves a disservice. I'm not going to say they're the only reason they're hurting. That's not true, because I feel there's, like I said, with that Four of Cups, something was lost or someone was lost and something has changed. If this is a relationship with the Three of Cups over there, where maybe this person is involved in a relationship, they could be any member of the three people, right? One of the pair or the third person, whoever. They've grown weary of their role in that dynamic. It is not fulfilling. Four of Cups is not being fulfilled. Not being satisfied, not being engaged with, it's just not working for them. But they persist and they continue on with the act. That's a lot. We need to move on. I hope you get the picture. This person if it's not you and they're separate from you, let that be, because no, I'm not sure that there's anything you are meant to do, because this feels like something, whoever this is, they have to do their own work. And Leo, that's why I'm saying this, because I think Leo has, for the past few months, been in this mood to help, to take action, to step in. And I feel with your Four of Swords, which is where you started, and with what I see coming up, you just need to hold yourself where you are. Wheel of Fortune, back on your top line there, Leo. Major Arcana associated with fixed signs, so Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You might be dealing with a fellow fixed sign. Additionally, this is ruled by Jupiter, so it's associated with Sagittarius, so you might be dealing with a Sag as well. But you don't have to be dealing with any of those signs. I think I said this for one of this, I can't remember. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out, we're essentially dealing with divine timing, or things happening when they need to happen, and everything is sort of going according to a grand plan, a bigger universal plan that has nothing to do with the human inclinations and desires that we have and possess here on Earth, right? So that immediately would be frustrating to a Leo or any other fixed sign. Patience is needed when you deal with the Wheel of Fortune. And not only patience, but you also need to be open to receiving, a bad hand, or the short end of the stick, or some type of disappointment, because it's about not patterns, but it's about natural progressions, like a wheel would be, or like how these two figures, one seems to be coming up, the figure in white seems to be coming up, while the other figure is turned upside down and seems to be going down. Eventually, as the wheel turns, the black figure will come up and the white figure will go down, right? That's the cycle that happens here. So sometimes it feels fortunate, other times it feels unfortunate, and you have to be comfortable on either side of the wheel, in the coming up or the coming down. Leo, you have been vexed by that for a while. It's a 10, so that is coming up to me as October, that this kind of will escalate, or wow, they're like, your fate will be decided. Okay, so by October, Leo, you're gonna know what side of the wheel you're on. And I don't exactly know what is pending for you, because you're locked away in that Four of Swords. You're locked away in that coffin. I don't know what you're doing in there. Resting, catching up on your favorite TV shows on Netflix, doing needlework. I don't know. It feels like it's connected with this person, but I don't know in what way. I don't know in what way. Maybe if it's you, maybe if you're a part of the Three of Cups alongside the Hermit person, maybe the fate of that relationship will be decided, whether you're one of the main partners or you're the third person in the situation. Something will be settled between the three of you, or not even the three of you. I feel like it's bigger than the three people involved. It's bigger than, this happy vibe, or this vibe towards jubilation. Yes, because with Jupiter being the ruler of the Wheel of Fortune, that's about expansion, and it expands things that it touches. It widens the scope, widens the ripple effect. So whatever happens in this situation with the Three of Cups, whether you're directly one of the three characters here, or you're outside of that and you're just witnessing it, the ripple effect, the after effect of it is going to be it's going to really just, it's going to change someone's fortune. Maybe literally, like, you know, going from good luck to bad luck or bad luck to good luck, whatever. It's really going to change the outlook for you. And maybe that's why you're in this Four of Swords. You're waiting to see what happens here. And that will then tell you when it's time to come out of the Four of Swords. Maybe. And again, Leo, the vexing or the challenge is, of course, the timing. You can't stand waiting. Patience is not one of your virtues. It's really not. And so that could be why you've put yourself away. Stuck yourself in that coffin, been like, I know I can't be patient. Because if you, okay, I did say something about like being away, like literally away or like distance from the situation. And that could help. You know, the closer a Leo is to a situation, the more involved they are, the more intense their energy gets. If you're further away from a situation, if there's distance between you and a person or whatever you're dealing with, you're better able to accept that things are not happening when you want them to happen, or they're not happening in the way that you want them to happen. So if you literally stepped away, distance yourself from a person or a situation, you're probably comfortable enough to let this ride out. Because again, I feel over the past few months, Leo has been wanting to be so proactive and so on top of everything and in control, but you can't be in control. It's out of your control. And so now you have to release, let go and let God, let Jesus take the wheel, whatever other cliche you want to throw at it. Fascinating. Oh, and if we, for a second, borrow the orientation of the bottom line, how this is the start of this is sort of like the anchor spot of the Hermit person, and this is what's in front of them, what they pay attention to, or what their kind of outward energy is really focused on, and this is their internal energy. If we did the same thing for you, Leo, outwardly, you're just watching the clock. Literally. Checking day or crossing days off on your calendar, watching the hours tick by, whatever. You are anticipating some changeover, some countdown to a certain, you might have a specific date and time that you're looking for something to happen, or the word they wanted me to use was expire. So whatever, you're looking at that. And so you just sit in your coffin like a creep and you're waiting. Internally, what's going on, where your focus, well, not your focus is, but what's going on the side of you is this Ten of Cups. So this is very layered and entangled, because the Ten of Cups is about, you know, dreams coming true. If the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, Ten of Cups is dreams come true. Leo, there's a dream here, something emotionally fulfilling that's on the line for you, or that you are coveting, wishing for, hoping for, praying for, or that you already possess. And it's starkly, as you can see, starkly different than the other person's Four of Cups. I don't know where the intersection is between you and this person. It can go in so many ways. So many ways. But if again, this side of the reading is what's going on internally, what's not being expressed, this is the expression on the left-hand side. This is what's on the outside, what you're aware of, what you're actively and consciously dealing with. This on the right-hand side is more subconscious, or it's kept a secret, it's kept internal, it's kept private. This person is sorrowful, mourning, feeling at a loss, being very, very sad. And on the inside of you, Leo, you're actually, I don't want to, you could be happy right now, but the attainment and the approach to happiness for you is like right around the corner. Right around the corner with the timing here with the Wheel of Fortune. So as someone is in some of your cases, while someone is like getting deeper and closer to sadness or dealing with the depths of their sadness, you're sort of biding your time before you deal with your happiness. Something like that. That's weird. That's so weird, because what does that mean? Jesus. This is like, maybe this is a friend of yours or a relative. Maybe this is your child or your parent. You know, it could be like there's a closeness with you, with this person. But if you're not a part of, for some of you, you're really not in that Three of Cups with them. But you're still close. And I mean, look how you mirror each other. Maybe that's it. You're mirroring each other. Two coffins, right? Two cups on this side, right? Both blue tones here. A lot more busy busy visuals over here. You guys are mirroring each other, but you're experiencing it so differently. Leo, I think you're in a slightly better spot than this person. Anything else with Ten of Cups? Okay. Not that you can see it here, because it's a totally different depiction. Although you kind of get it there. See that home down there with the big heart on it? For some of you, you have a homey situation, like a very comfortable situation right now, currently, that you reside in. Or rather, that you have, like, on the brink. Like, your happy home could be complete if. You could have this if something happens with the Wheel of Fortune. If it doesn't happen, maybe you won't have it. It's kind of up in the air. But this is what you're hoping for. This is what you're focused on. Some of you might be manifesting. That could be what you're doing while you're in the Four of Swords, in that restful period, in that reflective period, actively manifesting. Doing rituals, journal work, law of attraction exercises, clearing of your chakras, doing tarot, doing meditation, doing whatever. Talking to your pastor, whatever you do. And it hinges on this Wheel of Fortune. In both energies, something is hinging on things turning around or changing or just being altered in some type of way. Very interesting. Leo, your outcome for, oh my God, I almost forgot, October is the Six of Pentacles. Right? Oh, I'm sorry, not Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. My bad, Nine of Pentacles. Well, somebody's single and ready to mingle. If you are a part of this third-party dynamic where there is at least, well, not at least, but there's a dynamic between two people, a stable, secure relationship with someone else, I don't see breakup, but I do see quickly with this outcome, you or the other person is going to walk away or come out of it feeling very confident and secure in themselves, feeling capable with the self, ready to share in their abundance. That could already be happening. Wow, what is that? Come on. And I apologize if you can hear the voices outside. Those are neighbors, and where I live, there are no neighbors that you can hear, but down here, my sister's neighbors are like right outside. Anyway, again, if you're part of the three, or at least the two, or even if you're the third person, whoever, if you're over here, Leo, as an outcome, one of you will end up like this, feeling very, very, very secure in yourself, stable in your own energy, stable in your own life, stable with your own possessions, materials, money, capabilities, talents. Just like, this is a very confident energy, the Nine of Pentacles. Very confident, very accomplished, not really wanting for much, able to stand on their own 2 feet. It belongs to you, it belongs to the other person, it belongs to the third person, I don't know. But somebody's going to get that. Could be more than one of you, maybe. But it feels like definitely at least one of you will have this attitude. And even though this is a solo card, you know, one character here, it does feel as though energetically it could be shared. Meaning, like in some cases, and there's nothing here other than the Wheel of Fortune with these 2 characters, you know, holding scythes, right? There's nothing else here. Well, maybe the 4 of Cups. So maybe these 2 are indicating loss or indicating some type of severance or severing energy, chopping away, taking away, annexing, cutting off, right? Potentially, that is what goes on. So, going back to the potential third party, there might be a decision amongst the 2 main partners to actively remove the third. So if this is about meddling in-laws or nosy neighbors or best friends who don't know how to get their own husband or get their own wife, you basically put distance between your relationship and that third person. That could be an outcome. That could be how someone gets the confidence or the walking papers, but still somehow is confident enough to walk away with their head held high or something like that. Or it's kind of weird and it's very like dramatic. In some cases, this is about everybody going their separate ways. It's weird. There's a lot of entanglement in the main spread, and here, well, rising above that entanglement, rising above that cluttered, claustrophobic energy, could be this person, claustrophobic, or you. It could be either of you. Both of you residing in coffins, and then this one skeleton figure poking out of this field of overgrown pentacles, emerging from this claustrophobic energy. So, because yours is lesser, the 4 of Swords, I feel maybe it might be the Hermit person, because they're deeper in that suppressed energy, and they might come out with the 9 of Pentacles. It's a general, guys. If you know, FYI, it's a general. And this guy, King of Pentacles, he's been coming up a lot, but he's right there behind your overall energy. So, interesting. Just to quickly address him. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you might be dealing again with an earth sign, or there might be an earth sign of prevalence in the situation somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. But he keeps coming up in almost all the readings, I feel. Now, your overall energy, Leo, is the Emperor, major arcana for Aries, so you might be dealing with an Aries, but you don't have to be. As an overall energy, dominion and control are some of the words or attributes of the Emperor. And this energy, I don't feel it's a person. I feel it's an energy of being in control, of being fiery, of being sort of entrepreneurial and very much like a go-getter. Manifest destiny. Like these are just like such ownership of the self and the situation at hand. The Emperor controls himself and he controls his empire. That's a lot. That's a lot of power. But as an overall energy, I feel as though the name of the game is putting this energy on the bench, or not feeding into this energy, not feeding into this. Oh, God. It's like a control freak. But the Emperor would never view himself, if it was a person, would never view himself that way. Even if that's how he comes off. He would never view himself that way. And I'm saying him, it could be a female. There's no gender in a general, okay? As an overall energy, Leo, I think the concern here is you and or someone else knowing when to loosen the grip. Sorry, that was the neighbors. They're a wild bunch. It's a Saturday night, guys. Anyway, so the Emperor definitely is about relinquishing control or easing up on that grip, maintaining power or maintaining autonomy, but also allowing for whatever needs to transpire to transpire. The Emperor cannot control everything, despite what he feels, despite what he thinks. Could be you, could be someone else in the situation, I don't know. And all the other cards in your main spread, none of them speak to individual power or any type of grand gesture of power, except for maybe the outcome. But again, if we just think about the main spread, the main 6, nobody here is exacting their power, exacting their authority in the situation. So energetically, this Emperor is around, but is on some type of hiatus, or there is another person. If it is a person, Leo, this person has some type of watchful eye on your situation, and you may not even know them. Because, think about it. An emperor runs an entire empire, like the Roman Empire, right? You can't be in all those places at one time. You have to, one person at the top, or any person at the top, can never know there's not always a direct line of sight between the minions or the citizens of an empire or the employees of a corporation. They don't always have a direct relationship with the boss, with the emperor, with the king, with the president, whoever. So if this is another person, you might not even know them. You might not even have ever met them, or you speak or see them so infrequently, but they're here and they're looking over the entire situation, watching over it. I don't think they're spying. I don't think this is meant. They're just simply watching, and they feel confident in their position. Leo, this is a hell of a reading because I really don't know what that means. But maybe you do. Leo, that is your reading for October 2019. If you liked it, there will be a like button down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. You can leave a comment down below letting me know how this reading resonated in your life. You can, of course, share this video across your social media platforms for me. And, of course, guys, make sure that you subscribe if you are not already subscribed, hitting the notification bell so that you can see when I actually upload to YouTube. Leo, I will be back in a few weeks doing your mid-October readings. You'll see me go live in mid-October as well for Libra during their birthday readings. You're free to come down and sit in the chat when I actually do that reading live for them, but it is only for them to ask questions of me and pull cards for them, okay? If I don't see you then, I will see you soon enough for the mids. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye.